Welcome friends, this is Mallikarjun Reddy. In this class, we will discuss about what is an Wittig reaction and how it occurs and what is the use of this Wittig reaction. We will see one by one. First, we will see the what is an Wittig reaction and how it occurs. Already we have discussed about aldol condensation and Cannizzaro reaction. So those two are the two reactions of aldehydes. This Wittig reaction is also one of the important reactions of aldehydes and ketones. So how it occurs and what is the main use of this Wittig reaction? So we'll see here. So Wittig reaction is a chemical reaction. Wittig reaction is a chemical reaction of an aldehyde or ketone with triphenyl phosphonamide to give an alkene and triphenyl phosphone oxide. This reaction is known as an Wittig reaction. Means here aldehyde or ketone reacts with triphenyl phosphonamide to give an alkene and triphenyl phosphone oxide. This reaction is known as an Wittig reaction. Aldehyde or ketone, whichever it may be, which reacts with the triphenyl phosphonamide to give an alkene and triphenyl phosphone oxide. This reaction is known as Wittig reaction. Come to so here already you know the aldehydes and ketones. You know about this, what is an aldehyde and what is a ketone. But here aldehyde and ketone reacts with one new compound. That compound is known as an triphenyl phosphonamide. So this you know about triphenyl and you know also phosphonium, but what is a lide and what is this compound triphenyl phosphonamide means? See here, these are the lides are the one of the important compounds in the organic chemistry. So these lides are and slide is a neutral dipolar molecule containing formally negatively charged carbon atom negatively charged carbon atom directly attached to a formal positive charge of a nitrogen or phosphorus or sulfur. These are called lides. Means these are the molecules. Lides are the molecules in which carbon atom is negatively charged, and this negatively charged carbon atom is directly attached to a positively charged phosphorus, or it may be nitrogen, or it may be sulfur. This type of dipolar molecule are known as lides. But here particularly negatively charged carbon atom is attached to a positive charged phosphorus atom. So because of this reason, this slide is known as an phosphorus slide. But in the place of phosphorus, here negatively charged carbon atom is directly attached to a sulfur. Means those lights are called sulfur lights. And if negatively charged carbon atom is directly attached to a positively charged nitrogen atom, means those lights are called nitrogen lights. But here in our Wittig reaction, what they have said here Wittig reaction, chemical reaction of an aldehyde or ketone with triphenyl phosphonamide. They have said phosphonamide. Means in the phosphonamide negatively charged carbon atom is directly attached to a phosphorus atom. This is one of the example of phosphorus lide. Triphenyl. See here, phosphorus slide. This is an example of phosphorus slide, but particularly name of this slide is triphenyl phosphorus slide. 3 phenyls are there and phosphorus is there, and if this molecule is having dipolar, means having positive charge and negative charge. So because of this reason, and here negatively charged carbon atom is directly attached to a positively charged phosphorus atom. Because of this reason, this is known as a lide. So here aldehydes and ketones are reacts with triphenyl phosphonamide to give an alkene and triphenyl phosphine oxide. See here, if it is not understood by the sentence definition, means see the general reaction, you will get a very clear idea about this Wittig reaction. Here it is a aldehyde or ketone. You take aldehyde or ketone. Here I have taken ketone, means here alkyl group and here alkyl group and center carbonyl group. It is one of the aldehyde or ketone, but it is a particularly ketone I have taken. This ketone reacts with triphenyl phosphonamide. Here triphenyl phosphonamide I have taken in the formula triphenyl phosphonamide. Here carbon having negative charge and phosphorus is having positive charge. When this triphenyl phosphonamide is reacts with this ketone, whatever this here oxygen atom is there in the carbonyl group, that oxygen atom will attach to the triphenyl phosphonium. And what is this methyl group? Methylene group is there. This methylene group is replaced with an oxygen atom and forms an RR and CH2 as it is, methylene group as it is. In the place of oxygen, the methylene group is get replaced here. So this is the compound is known as an alkene, and remaining this oxygen is replaced with an CH2, and this oxygen and this triphenyl phosphonium get combined to form an triphenyl phosphone oxide. Triphenyl phosphone oxide. Now clear? So definition of Wittig reaction: aldehyde or ketone reacts with triphenyl phosphonium lide to form an alkene and triphenyl phosphine oxide. Just it is oxygen is attached with triphenyl phosphonium, and methylene group is attached to the this alkyl group. So it is forms an alkene and this forms an triphenyl phosphine oxide. Not only with ketones, this Wittig reaction also we will see in the aldehydes are also. Here I have taken one of the aldehyde, it is a butyraldehyde, so it is a aldehyde. Aldehyde also reacts with an phosphonium lide. These are also forms alkene and triphenyl phosphine oxide. See here, this oxygen atom is replaced with the CH2. This oxygen atom, you remove the oxygen atom and replace with CH2. So CH2 I replaced here. So it is one of the alkene, and this oxygen atom is attached to the triphenyl phosphine. So it is called as an triphenyl phosphine oxide. This is a general reaction of Wittig reaction. So while this is a general reaction, while come to the mechanism, there you will get a clear idea about how this reaction will occur. We will see in the mechanism part. See here in the mechanism part, there is some steps are there in the mechanism part. In the first step what happens? In the first step, attack of Lide carbon on carbonyl carbon. So already we know in the definition, aldehydes or ketones reacts with triphenyl phosphonium lide. So here you take aldehyde or ketone and you take one triphenyl phosphonium lide. Here I have taken both, and this carbon is having negative charge and phosphorus is having negative charge and phosphorus is having positive charge. In the first step what happens? Attack of Lide carbon on carbonyl carbon means whatever this negatively charged carbon atom is there in the Lide, that negatively charged carbon atom will attack on the carbonyl carbon atom of the aldehyde or ketones. After attacking this negatively charged carbon atom to the carbonyl carbon, so we are getting here one intermediate. After attacking the CH2, here as it is alkyl group 193 alkyl group. Here I have mentioned 193 alkyl group, and this is a 2 is a carbonyl carbon atom. To the carbonyl carbon atom, this negatively charged carbon atom is attached here, and remaining as it is triphenyl phosphine as it is I have written, phosphorus having positive charge. And when this CH methylene group is attached to the carbonyl carbon atom, this oxygen atom carries a double bonded oxygen atom is changed as a single bonded oxygen atom. In the first step what happens? The negatively charged carbon atom will attack on the carbonyl carbon of the aldehyde or ketone. In the second step what happens? In the second step, whatever this negatively charged oxygen atom is there in the negatively charged oxygen atom is formed, and positively charged phosphorus atom is formed in the first step. In the second step what happens? This negatively charged oxygen atom is attack on this, makes a bond with the positively charged phosphorus atom. See here, and forms an one cyclic compound. This oxygen atom makes a bond with positively this negatively charged carbon atom, and this positively charged phosphorus atom makes a one bond and forms a one cyclic compound, 4-membered cyclic compound. It is a C here, it is a 4-member cyclic compound, and as it is this oxygen is forms a bond with the phosphorus. This is the 4-member cyclic compound called as an oxophosphate. Okay na? In the third step what happens? In the third step there is a reverse 2+2 cycloaddition will take place in the third step. Means here this 2+2 cycloaddition means whatever this cyclic compound is, this is a 4-member cyclic compound. It is a very short-lived cyclic compound, because of this 4-member cyclic compounds are not lives a longer time. These are the short-lived compounds. So immediately it will take a reverse 2+2 cycloaddition. This oxygen will forms and double bond with phosphorus, and this CH2 will forms and double bond with this carbonyl carbon atom, whatever the second carbon atom. See here, after formation of this oxygen double bond, phosphorus triphenyl and oxygen forms a double bond, and whatever remaining here number 1 alkyl group and number 1 alkyl group and number 1 alkyl group and number 3 alkyl group and number 3 alkyl group and second carbon atom and second carbon atom, and here this methylene forms a double bond with the second carbon atom, so it is a double bond with the second carbon atom. This is the alkene and this is the triphenyl phosphine oxide. So this is the mechanism to 3 steps. In the first step, attack of allyl carbon on carbon and forms an betaine, and in the second step there is a attack of oxygen atom in the positively charged phosphorus atom to form an 4-membered cyclic ring, and it is a short-lived cyclic compound, and immediately it will take a 2+2 cyclic addition to form an triphenyl phosphine oxide and alkene. This is a clear step-by-step mechanism of an Wittig reaction. While you see overall mechanism in the one single page, means here you see first step attack of an allyl on carbonyl carbon, and in the second step attack of oxygen in the phosphorus, second step attack of oxygen in the positively charged phosphorus atom. In the third step this is reverse, so 2+2 cyclic addition will take place, and this oxygen will form a double bond, and this CH2 will form a double bond with the second carbon atom to form an alkene and triphenyl phosphone oxide. So this is a clear mechanism of Wittig reaction, and in this mechanism, in many cases step 1 and step 2 happens essentially simultaneously, means step 1 and step 2 those are occurs in the simultaneously. What is this use of this Wittig reaction means? This Wittig reaction is widely used in the synthesis of preparation of an alkene. See here, what is the product we are getting here? We are getting alkenes. Means this is the Wittig reaction is widely used in the preparation of alkenes, where we need an preparation of an alkene, means there will follow this Wittig reaction, and this reaction is also called as an Wittig olefination. Means Wittig olefination is also same and Wittig reaction is also same. Wittig reaction is also called Wittig olefination, and this Wittig reaction is widely used in the organic synthesis of preparation of alkenes. This is the overall brief explanation about this Wittig reaction. Okay na? I think all of you well understood about this Wittig reaction. Common reaction of this Wittig reaction is here. Aldehydes are ketones, reacts with triphenyl phosphonium lide to form an alkene and triphenyl phosphine oxide. Okay na? Once again see the definition. And Wittig reaction is a chemical reaction of an aldehyde or ketone with a triphenyl phosphonium lide to give an alkene and triphenyl phosphone oxide. This is the called Wittig reaction. Okay, thank you friends.